This is how you died. Those very words had me frozen in fear. Actually, my recording froze here. That's why I'm not moving. Skip ahead a little bit. One duck, one man, one dream. To be the very best firefighters the Kentucky of 1993 has ever seen. If we are being honest though, the biggest fire I've ever put out in my 26 years on this earth was in my friend's fire pit after we were done roasting hot dogs and marshmallows. My compatriot Duck lives in the UK, and I'm not even sure they have fire over there. With our combined minuscule amount of firefighting experience, I feel less than confident that we will be able to handle the tasks of today head on. Like I imagine most people do, I started today off by spawning into existence inside this very fire station. I picked up the comic book, burrito, and bottle of water that the overlords left for me. Then I awaited further instruction. While awaiting, I started messing around with the fire pole, and much to my surprise, fell down it. Turns out this server had a mod that made the fire pole operational. There truly are some real heroes out there. Our chief called us into the office with a sense of urgency. This shocked me because up until this moment, I didn't even know we had a chief. A call came in. The local PD needs our help getting inside of a house. The officer had been hearing strange noises coming from inside the home. It was probably just those dang kids in their Fortnite, but we had to go check it out anyway. I gave the map a quick once over, and thanks to its easy to understand color coding and wording, I immediately understood what was going on. We hit the pole and dropped in, grabbed all the grabbins, and took that big red truck right out of that little garage. One edit later, we arrived at the home of the call. Once inside, we heard someone on the other side of the door yell for help. 2 axes versus 1 door. The door wins. New plan. Weld the metal panel right into oblivion. Inside the room was nothing abnormal for a teenage boy. Food and trash on the floor, dishes covering the nightstands, but there was one thing that deeply disturbed me. On the bed there was an acoustic guitar. My god, this boy was thinking of becoming a musician. I knew there was no hope of saving him now, so we left. It took quite some time for the rest of the world to render in, as it usually does, but then all was well, and we kept on. Apparently, we were the only ones that showed up to work today because as soon as we got back, the chief immediately sent us back out on another job. There was a fire at the farmhouse. We were firefighters. This made sense. We drove for a while to get to our next location. We went the wrong way, we went the right way. Then we finally arrived at the home. Once my partner explained how fire extinguishers worked, I was off to the races. I was putting fires out like it was my job. Now for a quick jump scare.
Alright. I'm going upstairs.
Right behind you. Oh my god,
Jesus.
what the f was that? After regaining my hearing, I realized that terrorists were bombing the downstairs and resetting everything on fire. We cleaned up and checked around for any signs of life. One door was barricaded from the inside upstairs. We broke it down, and inside we discovered the 4 residents of the home taking a nap. I scolded them and told them not to let so much fire get in the house because it's bad for the structural integrity. I think they heard me loud and clear. A job well done, time to head back to the station, is what I would say, but then this happened.
There's a pileup emergency just outside of West Point on the main road to Louisville. They need help moving any survivors off the road and moving the cars to make way for ambulances and fire trucks.
So we set out for the bridge to fix what needed fixing. On the way, we stopped at this gas station because we saw some crazy bastard stuck up on the roof. He did have 1 pot with him, so I knew he was at least okay. Now, being the good Samaritans that we are, we decided to help this man get down. The first thing most people would think to do in this situation would be to use the ladder on the fire truck. I don't think Zomboid has working fire truck ladders, so we did the next best thing. Used our ladder building kit to construct a ladder right before our eyes. We needed wood though, lots of wood. So we started chopping and sawing. At one point, the stranded man yelled out to us, "I can't believe you've been chopping down a tree and are building a ladder." Yeah, I can't f***ing believe it either because I really wish we could just use the one that was on the truck, but here we are. 3 hammer swings later, a fully erected staircase appeared right in front of me. You may think I'm going to make a joke about something being erected. Instead, I'm gonna say, haha, I thought Fortnite took away building. How'd you do that? Yup. That's 2 Fortnite jokes in 1 video. You're welcome. We got him down, and then my years of customer service experience kicked in. What could I do in this very moment to make this occasion as memorable as possible for him? Give him a fresh banana. That'll do. That was the best banana I've ever had. Those words were the only words I needed to hear today. We made our way towards the pileup we'd been called in about. When we arrived, things were worse than we expected. We began to hear screams from the wreckage. We started moving as many vehicles out of the way as we could. I saw the exact van I used for the thumbnail of my very first Zomboid video. That made me feel good. I was tasked with calming down the victims. The perfect job for me. I essentially told them to just stop freaking out and considered that a job well done. Then they told me that they had some injuries, so I gave them some aspirin and some band-aids. Another job well done. Me and the leader of Cobra Kai over here didn't get along all too well during this operation. He kept complaining to me about how he wanted to leave. I told him he was free to go, but then he would just whine about how he couldn't drive because his legs were broken or something. To make things worse, this sweet ride ended up being his. Carl, by the way. His name was Carl. Why does a douche like Carl get such a cool car? The world isn't fair. Actually, Carl cleared things up for me. He doesn't own that car, he stole it, because he saw the owner get eaten. Do you see why Carl pisses me off? A short time later, Nurse Gaizo arrived at the scene. My days of babysitting were coming to an end. They grow up so fast. I left everyone with one last piece of advice. You can do anything you want in life. Just don't be a bitch. Well, that was
Havisham Hotel in Louisville. There's people trapped on the 3rd floor with no stair access. You'll need to build ladders to reach them. There's a large fire somewhere. I'm not sure. I'm getting conflicting reports.
Another call. A fire at a hotel. Tons of people trapped. Another day, another dollar. We found the hotel. It was the one on fire, which did make things easy. We got to work quickly. This was the biggest fire to date. No match for my fire extinguisher though, until it was, and I couldn't contain the fire any longer. Funny story. We couldn't find the staircase to get up to the floor where the people were trapped, so we did the next best thing and just built a staircase. This way the victims could safely get out of the burning building, we would all be heroes, all would be well. The icing on the cake was the mattress we set down below the window so that everyone could land on something soft. Well, when I was trying to set it down, someone got antsy and jumped the gun. Probably broke a shin or two, but I guess they were okay. I finally got the mattress down and everyone jumped out to safety. And that's it. That's the end of the video. We definitely didn't lose everyone we saved to a horde of zombies. We also definitely didn't get ourselves trapped down an alleyway. And we most certainly did not get eaten alive after we got overrun. Nope, just a job well done. I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Atomic Duck and his team, who are the ones who put together this whole firefighter event. Without them, none of this would have happened. If you want to see the story from an entirely different perspective, check out Mr. Atomic Duck's video over on his channel. I promise it's worth a rewatch. If you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. If you guys want to watch my videos being filmed live, head on over to twitch.tv/FinestXI and drop a follow. If you guys want early access to my YouTube videos like these fine viewers have here, then check out my Patreon page. A special shout out to the VIPs, Nick RSA, Dr. Johan, Calabag, Hugh6707, Jokes with Dad, Def Not Dallas Moreno, and Willy Boy Wonder. Thanks for the support. My name is FinestXI, and I'll see you in the next one.